I will have RWBY attack with Whirling Death Storm, and for the rest of the duel, my dash attacks will gain +1 speed. Blake will go after some of these minions and attack with Pounce, a speed of 8. And if it hits, she'll be +1 speed next round. I will have her go after this Grim way on the end. And Beowulf has a speed of 6. Also has the Frenzy ability. Other minions have +1 speed while this card is in play. And unfortunately, Beowulf has 3 health. And we will only do 2 damage. It's not enough to take him out, but we need to concentrate on him. Otherwise, all the other minions are +1 speed. That successful attack will gain her +1 experience. Penny will go after Beowulf that was just revealed because she has a speed of 7 and it only has a 6. And when her attack hits, she can choose 2 other enemies and deal 1 damage to each of them. Her attack will be enough with 1 damage to take this Beowulf out. And it allows her to do 2 damage to other minions. It is a ranged attack, so I will do another damage here and we'll have to turn that one over. And we'll do another one here so we can turn that one over. Does this Flying Grim have more than 2 health? No, it is eliminated. Does this one have more than 2 health? Yes, it has 4. If the attack deals damage, the player must discard a card. Well, we're okay there. That success will gain an experience for Penny. Our balanced attack looks slow, but that's just the beginning. Heat Seeker Arrow. This attack automatically deals its damage to the active player. This attack does not damage sideline players in a combo. So, RWBY will take 1 wound, but RWBY's attack is successful and will do 1 damage, dropping Cinder down to 52 and starting us moving on the Fury track, also gaining 1 experience for RWBY and causing 1 damage thanks to Cinder's Heat Seeker Arrow. The Villain Fury track moves up 1. I will have RWBY take a chance here. We're going to use Crimson Tornado. Has a speed of 6. It is a dash attack, so it'll get a +1 speed. And if it hits, I can deal 1 damage to all other enemies with this Crimson Tornado. Blake is going to assist with Shadow Clone. Tactical Trickster. Active player draws a card. Discard the top card of the villain's deck. That assist will gain her 1 experience. RWBY is the active player, so she can draw a card, and she'll get Sonic Rush. And we get to discard the top card of the villain's deck. Right now, it was aggressive. Hopefully we can come with something less and not draw another aggressive. Oh, we have a balanced attack coming, so our odds are a little bit better. Penny will assist with Precision Targeting and give the target ally +1 speed. Our attack has a total speed of 8. Thanks to the bonus from Penny and the bonus for our dash attack. Cinder's balanced attack. Oh no. Explosive Fireball. Ignore all player speed bonuses against Cinder this round. Oh man, come on. She is just killing us. And she gains +1 damage bonus at the end of the round. I am getting slaughtered here. Both of my bonuses go away, meaning my card is just a 6 against her 7. She will hit me for 2 damage, taking me down to 7. And she'll gain a damage bonus. And I forgot, she has a damage bonus already from Dustweave Vestments, so she'll do another damage to me, dropping RWBY to 6 aura. The villain track moves up 1, giving her another speed bonus. Now she has 2 speed and 2 damage added on for every attack. And it's time to see another event card. Maiden of Fall. At the start of each round, if Cinder's top card is Subtle, discard it, and Cinder immediately gains +1 speed bonus, maximum once per round. And her top card is Subtle, so that will take effect immediately. We will discard it. And the next one is Subtle too. She'll gain +1 speed bonus for that one we discarded. But I believe the second Subtle attack that was right under there will stay in place, because on Maiden of Fall it says maximum once per round. So we're currently in a situation where she has +3 speed and +2 damage. She has a Subtle attack coming. I will have RWBY go with her Sonic Rush It disrupts and ignores all of the target's speed and damage bonuses this round, even though my attack is only a speed 5. I will use Ruby's semblance to give her a +2 to her attack. Ruby was hit last round, so I will have Blake play Avenger. If target ally was hit last round, they gain +1 damage. Penny will assist with the energy beam, analyze, and will gain another damage. For the assists, Blake earns an experience, and so does Penny. I'm loading this attack up here, hopefully doing damage to Cinderfall. Her subtle attack is a speed 4 with exploding glyphs. This attack automatically deals its damage to all heroes attacking. That's only me, so we're okay. We're not in the bash zone, so I will take 1 damage, but we will hit her because her attack is a 4. And Sonic Rush disrupts, ignoring all of her speed and damage bonuses, which would make her attack a 5 because the Dustweave vestments are permanent changes. They're not bonuses. So her attack is a 5 and mine is a 7 thanks to the semblance. I will take that 1 damage, but my attack will deal 3 damage, +1 and +1 for a total of 5. That will take her from 52 down to 47 and move us 5 spaces, gaining an XP, and everyone will draw a card. Ruby gains 1 XP for hitting the villain and 1 for the Fury track. She also gets to draw a card, and it is the Crimson Tornado again. Blake will draw Comma Pistol. Penny will draw Flying Kick. Villain moves forward. She's in the bash zone. We're 2 away from our ultimate, and it's time to attack. And we have to deal with an aggressive stance. I need to do 2 damage, so I will play Sniper Shot, speed of 8, and if it hits, it's going to lower the speed bonus of Cinderfall by 1. I will have Blake go after a minion with Crippling Blow. We're going to go after Borbatusk with a attack speed 6, which is better than its 5. It does 2 damage. It only has 2 health remaining, so it is eliminated. For that, Blake goes up 1 experience. Penny will attack with Flying Kick. She'll go after a minion also, and if it damages a minion, it is destroyed. We'll attack and go after this minion here that has 3 health at a minimum. See if our attack is successful. It has a 7, but the minion has +2 speed. During the round, it is revealed. So it has a 9, which means Penny will take 3 wounds, dropping her to 4 remaining aura. The odds are against me here, but I have to take chances. Her aggressive attack, oh yeah, I'm not going to be successful there. Black Arrow, speed 7. If this attack hits, the hero loses half their aura, rounded down. Deals a minimum of 1 damage. Her attack is a speed 7. She has a speed bonus of 2, gives her 9. A permanent bonus of 1 gives her a 10. So she is successful, and she will damage Ruby for half of her aura. She has 5 currently. Half would be 2.5, rounded down to 2, dropping her to 3. But the villain is in the bash zone, which means Ruby will be bashed out and suffer the attrition damage of all of the minions. I forgot that I wanted to use Blake's semblance that would have protected Ruby from taking damage, but I forgot to. So instead of going retroactive and changing the outcome, I'll just stick with my mistake, and Ruby will take 15 attrition damage, and considering her max aura is 12, that is enough to remove her from the game, leaving it up to Blake and Penny to continue dueling Cinderfall. We'll reset the villain and her bonus tracks. Blake will be our next active hero, but we have to draw back up to a hand of 6. Shadow Step, Avenger, and Comma Pistol. Same with Penny. We have Rain of Swords, and we need to reshuffle. Energy Beam, and Cybernetics. Blake will spend 5 experience to purchase Gambit, and discard a Shadow Step to replace it. Penny will purchase Probe Defenses for 5 experience points taking her down to 1. And she will swap out cybernetics for probe defenses. Almost forgot. Blake spent 5 experience there. Blake is our active player. Semblances have been refreshed. We need to add 3 more minions. And we only have 2 here, so we'll have to reshuffle. We got a 1 and 1 and a 2 and 3 that will be added. And the last one of the 3 is a 1 and 1. She's showing an aggressive stance, and she has her permanent +1 speed bonus. So maybe I want to do something lower speed that I know is not going to be successful and wait for my higher speed attack for later. And I will do that and play Shadow Step, because next round I'll gain +1 speed and +1 damage. I will have Penny attack a minion, and she'll get to draw 3 cards, keep 2, because she only has to discard 1. Before we move forward, I need to make a few corrections that I noticed and viewers noticed. There was a point when Blake should have taken 2 additional damage due to Dustweave Vestments and a damage bonus of +1 from Cinderfall, so her aura is now 2. There was also a time that I missed Dustweave Vestments on Penny, so she should have taken an additional damage and be down to 3 aura. And there was an instance where I forgot to give her her experience for hitting Cinderfall. Up to the point that I'm editing, everything should be correct. Before Penny's attack, she will draw her 3 cards and then choose 1 to discard. We have Precision Targeting, and Circle of Blades. I think that's an easy choice. I'll get rid of one of the Precision Targeting cards. Penny will use her probe defenses to go after this Grim, and they have the same speed, which means nobody will do any damage, but she did get to draw her cards. The Beowulf does have the ability that when this card is revealed, draw and play another minion. The minion ranks get larger once again. Our next minion, which will be our 14th in play, comes into play with 1 attrition damage and 1 health showing. What does Cinder have in store for us this time? Well, it doesn't look like we would have had a chance anyway. It's a speed 10 Obsidian Twister. Cinder gains +2 damage bonus at the end of the round. Well, that's pretty terrible too. And I'm going to bend the rules a little bit here just to keep the game going, otherwise Blake would be dead also. I will say that she'll use her Semblance to prevent damage. The reason I'm choosing to do that is I did not use it at the beginning of this round of combat because I thought she had 4 health. And once I found out that I'd made an error and reduced it down to 2 now, I definitely would have played that prior to the attack that I knew was going to hit me. The Obsidian Twister would have come in at a speed of 11 and would have done 2 damage, which would have been enough to take Blake out completely. But we'll go ahead and go with the Semblance use to keep her in the game for at least 1 more round. Advance the Villain Fury track. And thanks to Maiden of Fall at the start of the round, if Cinder's top card is a subtle attack stance, we will discard it. And she will immediately gain a +1 to her speed bonus. And now we are dealing with an aggressive stance. Blake will receive +1 speed and +1 damage thanks to the Shadow Step card she played in the last round. I have to decide what to do here. I think my only chance is to go at Cinderfall with my highest speed attack, which is Avenger. With a speed of 9, I do get that +1, making it a 10. I didn't take damage last round thanks to my Semblance, so I won't get that +2 damage bonus. Penny will use Precision Targeting to enact Accuracy as an assist to give me 1 more speed and gain her an experience for the assist. And in a last-ditch effort to do some damage to Cinderfall, Blake will add Zwei to her attack. Well, either we're still in it after this attack, or Blake will be destroyed. The Avenger attack is coming in with a speed of 11 and a damage of 3 after all the bonuses are added on. Let's see if we can hit her, or will her bonuses stop us? Black Arrow. If this attack hits, the hero loses half their aura. Rounded down, this attack deals a minimum of 1 damage. The assist definitely helped us there, plus the bonus from Shadow Step. Black Arrow will get +1 speed bonus, making it an 8. Dustweave Vestments will make it a 9, but we are fast enough this time and we'll do 3 damage to Cinderfall. The 3 damage will take her down to 44. We will only move up 2 on the Fury track because you do not add to the Fury track with the Zwei damage bonus. Blake will earn an experience for that hit. The villain track will go up 1, giving her another speed bonus, taking her speed bonus up to +2. Cinderfall is showing a balanced attack stance. Blake will use Gambit, a speed 7 attack. It'll give her another speed the next round if she has one. We'll try and keep Blake in the game, have Penny assist with Circle of Blades, which will bring out Wall of Blades. If an ally would take damage, we will block 2 of that damage. That assist is worth 1 XP. Not looking good for us here. We only have a speed of 7, and she has bonuses of 3. Her balanced attack is a 6. Deadly Force. If this attack deals damage, the player must discard a card. Her attack with her bonuses will come out to a speed of 9, which is faster than mine. Her attack does 2 damage, plus her 1 damage bonus from Dustweave Vestments would be a damage of 3. Thanks to Blake's assist, Wall of Blades will block 2. Blake will take 1 damage and still be in this duel. Just barely. She is down to 1 aura. Blake is dazed and must discard a card. We will discard Sling Net, advance the villain Fury track into the bash area, and we have an event to deal with. Fiery Resolve. All of Cinder's fire attacks gain +1 speed and +1 damage permanently. Cinder is now showing a subtle stance, which means it will get discarded thanks to Maiden of Fall, granting her a +1 speed bonus, taking her speed bonus up to 3. We do have another subtle stance showing, but Maiden of Fall is a once per round card. We will use the only card we have available. Well, we have 2 copies of this card. The Kama Pistol with a speed of 7, and we're definitely going to add Zwei just in case. I will have Penny go after a minion with her Flying Kick. I'll have her go after one of these larger Grims here. See if we can hit, and does not look like it. Goliath also has an 8. I have an 8, which means we are tied. Our speeds are equal, no damage either way. But Frenzy, other minions have +1 speed while this card is in play. We definitely got to get that Goliath out of the way. Unless the speed of this subtle attack is extremely low, we may be seeing the last attack of Blake. Fiery Projectiles, and it's a fire attack too, so she'll get those additional bonuses. Cinder gains +1 speed bonus and +1 damage bonus at the end of the round. Really is irrelevant at this point. Fiery Projectiles is a speed of 6, with a speed bonus of 3, making it a 9. +1 from Dustweave, making it a 10. +1 from Fiery Resolve, making it an 11. And her damage bonus from Dustweave Vestments and Fire Resolve gives her +2 for a total damage of 4. But all she needed was 1, and Blake has been eliminated. Penny is now all by herself. She must draw back up to 6 cards. She'll get a Flying Kick and an Energy Beam. She will now be going alone against Cinderfall. Penny did not have enough experience built up in order to purchase any new cards. She is facing an aggressive attack with a minimum of +1 speed. If it's a fire attack, she'll get +2. Everything else has been reset. Penny will attack with her Rain of Swords, and this will go quick considering we have no sideline players. The aggressive attack looks like it may be the end of the game. Stream of Fire. It's a fire attack at speed 8. If Cinder played a fire attack last round, this attack gains +1 damage. Stream of Fire has a speed of 8, +1 from Dustweave, +1 from Fiery Resolve, makes it a speed of 10, which means it equals us, so there will be no damage from either side, and we'll go on to the next round. After the Villain Fury track moves up 1. Also, even though I didn't show it, I did not forget to place the 3 minions out from the Grim Onslaught, but I figured considering there was 14 already out there, adding another 3, bringing it up to 17, wasn't that exciting to see. There's another aggressive attack showing. We will use our energy beam with a speed of 9. And I think the title of this is probably accurate. Fatal Wound. If this attack deals damage, the player must discard a card. Fatal Wound has a speed of 9. Dustweave Vestments makes it a 10, which will make it faster than us. Dustweave Vestments will also give her a +1 damage bonus, making that a damage 3 attack, which will kill us. But we have one final chance remaining to stay in the game. We will use our Semblance to bring our attack back into our hand. And if this is something that reduces her speed down to equal ours, or if we draw something that is a speed 10, we would equal hers and go on to another round. Blade Volley is a speed of 7. That will not be enough. And unfortunately, that 3 damage will take Penny's aura down to 0, eliminating our last player. That was a brutal game. This was the first time I faced Cinderfall, and she destroyed me thoroughly. Not once was I able to get to my ultimate on any of my characters. I came close a few times, but that didn't really help. I was unable to manage the onslaught of minions pouring in. She was just extremely difficult. Even with all of that and being destroyed like I was, it's not discouraging. It really makes me want to play through the campaign and really build up my decks on the other villains to get to Cinderfall and have a fighting chance against her. And I'll take a few moments to give you my thoughts on the game. Like I said at the beginning of the series, I have very little experience with anime in the past decade. I did ask my wife's son what he thought, because he does watch quite a bit of anime, and he is not a fan. He was interested in playing the game, but he said that he does not like it. But judging by the response that I've been getting from this video series, there are a lot of people out there that do like it, which has piqued my interest. And if I can find some time, I might check it out just to see what it's all about. First, let's talk about the rule book. The rules are fairly simple. There's some pretty good examples inside the rule book that help you understand what's going on, but the structure of the rule book can use some streamlining. It jumps around throughout the rule book. It doesn't really go with the flow of how a round and duel goes. You got to kind of search for the rules in places. And some of the rules are in the scenario book, separate from the rule book. Like everything you find out about minions and how they act are here under the minion objectives. And with that sideline players can attack minions. I would have liked a mention of that in the main rule book also. But once you get through the 2 books and understand what's going on in the rules inside those 2 books, you're pretty much ready to go. I had a few questions that the books didn't cover that I got answered on Board Game Geek. But for the most part, the rule books do cover everything you need to know. You might have a difficult time initially with the structure of the rule book and not being so linear. At least I did. The components are pretty good. The cards are not a super thick core and they're not a linen finish. So for card sleevers, you'll definitely want to sleeve them. I could see how handling these a lot may inflict some wear and tear on them. I do have a slight bend on my cards that you can see on the bigger ones, and a little bit on the smaller ones too, but I'll chalk that up to humidity here in Florida. I have that happen with a lot of games, but they usually acclimate and flatten back out later on. I'm not having any trouble with the player boards or the board for the game itself. The main board here are doing just fine, even with all the humidity we have here. The art is really good. There is a great variety of art on the player and villain cards. There are some cards that repeat with different names, but there is enough of a variety where that's not a big deal for me. I don't know if this art was taken from any of the shows or if this was all created just for the game. somebody that is very familiar with it can let me know in the comments, please. As far as the theme goes, it seems to capture that long, drawn-out anime battle with a boss that you see in those shows all the time. I do remember watching some episodes of anime where an entire 22-minute episode was nothing but a battle throughout the entire episode with the boss. So this really captures the feel of that quite well, and the mechanics work really good, even when you're getting brutalized like this. I did win against the other bosses in the game that are not quite as hard as Cinderfall. I did get beat by them quite a bit too, but for the most part, it seems to be well balanced, and you're going to have to build up your decks to earn your victory against Cinderfall. I hope you enjoyed the series. I thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to getting into more games that have the anime theme in them. I think I have a couple on my shelf that are in my massive shelf of shame that I have not played yet. So I'll definitely have to go down that road and get to those in the future here. Thank you all for your amazing support, and I'll see you in my next video.